In this video, I'll show you how you can access and navigate through the MindTap demo course that has been set up for you within the Cengage Learning Desire to Learn platform. This environment will be very similar to your eLearn course. Once you navigate to the Desire to Learn homepage, go ahead and sign in with the username and password that has been provided to you. Once you sign into your account, go ahead and click on the Sinclair Psych link for My Courses. Once you're within the course, go ahead and click on your content link at the top of the page. Your table of contents will appear on the left-hand side. You can navigate to a specific module by clicking on it from the list within the table of contents, or scroll down the page to access the module. Keep in mind that this is just an example of different modules that you could include within your Desire to Learn course. In this demo course, we've started with the Getting Started module. This will include course resources such as the syllabus, as well as an example of the different MindTap resources that we would provide. This includes a customized link to Cengage Learning Technical Support, a system check link that allows students to run a quick diagnosis on their computer to make sure that their computer meets the system requirements needed for MindTap, as well as the MindTap help videos. We then also have a module set up for the chapter on neuroscience, as well as the chapter on learning. You'll notice that you also have a module called Learning Alternate Setup. This is an area to show you alternate ways that we can embed the MindTap resources into your eLearn course. This module contains the same content that's included within the first learning module, but just provides an example of an alternate setup. To access a MindTap resource, simply navigate to the relevant module and click on the link. You'll notice that within both the neuroscience and learning modules that you have a link for part 1, as well as a link for the chapter activities. I'm going to go ahead and click on the link for the chapter 2 MindTap activities. MindTap will then open in a separate window. If when you click on the link, the screen seems to flash and MindTap does not open, please check to make sure that your internet browser is not preventing the pop-up window from opening. Here you can see that we've navigated to the chapter 2 MindTap resources. Keep in mind that everything that you see on the page is customizable. You can reorder, rename, add, or remove any of the items shown here. Each chapter's learning path will begin with the chapter reading. The chapter is separated by section should there be a section that you do not cover within the chapter. Below the reading folder, you'll find the other MindTap activities for the chapter. We have made all activities available to you to review, but please keep in mind that you can choose to remove any activities that you would not like to use within the class. The learning path will begin with a quiz that's intended to be completed before class. This is a quiz that will cover the major learning objectives for the chapter, making sure that students are coming to class prepared with an understanding of the core learning objectives for the chapter. The next item that you'll find on the screen is an example of an external link that we've added to the MindTap course. This is a link out to the Harvard site for neuroimaging techniques. We added this link simply as an example of the types of resources that you could choose to add within your MindTap chapter. Next, you'll have a folder for the interactive animations. Notice that there are several interactive animations for the chapter. To load, simply click on the relevant interactive animation from the list. The next MindTap activity listed is the Mastery Training. This is an adaptive training module that students can work through as they're completing the chapter. Students should work through the Mastery Training modules for a little bit each day to receive distributed practice and ensure true mastery of the chapter's content. The next activity is an example of a writing activity. These writing activity prompts have been extensively trained and are graded through our artificial intelligence software. This is the same software that's used to grade the writing portion of the GMAT. The next activity is an example of a research in action video quiz. In these activities, students will watch a video that present research related to the chapter's content. At various points throughout the video, students are stopped and asked to answer questions. Lastly, each chapter will also include an Apply Psychology activity. These activities ask students to think critically about the chapter's content and apply the learning objectives to a real-life scenario.